Hi folks, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Greg and this is All About Candles. I'm your self-proclaimed Canadian candle connoisseur and today I have a review for you from Bath & Body Works. This is Pink Gumball. Now, this is not the greatest packaging that we have ever seen from Bath & Body Works. I get that it was supposed to be like a retro line and it came out with root beer float. However, ugly candle. And this candle was a pretty big disappointment. I would have really liked to have enjoyed it. I do love sort of the nostalgia of like a really straightforward pink bubblegum fragrance. Not something that I would want to burn all the time, but something once in a while. I think it's really fun. This candle was a vanilla candle first and foremost with a little bit of like a bubblegum feel to it, and you could just barely smell this sucker, I'm telling you. Okay, the scent notes on Pink Gumball are rainbow gumdrops, sugared vanilla, pink sponge, sugar. Okay. I mean, I don't think that they were necessarily even trying to go for a super sharp, straightforward bubblegum fragrance, because these scent notes, rainbow gumdrops, sugared vanilla, pink sponge sugar, it's like, you know, they don't list bubblegum in there. They're listing sort of make-believe ingredients that would give you a bubblegum impression, but all you really get from it, you know, it's really, really just a super, super sweet, sugary vanilla that sort of reaches up so high with just a little bit of some sort of an artificial berry note that gives it that little bit of like a bubblegum impression on its finish. If you were to smell it without being told what it was called, I do think a lot of people would say that this is a bubblegum fragrance, but it just isn't hitting the way that I think any of us really wanted it to hit. I wasn't hearing a lot of positive things about this candle. It kind of just came and went. I think a lot of people smelled it in the store and determined right then and there that it wasn't going to have any good strength and throw, so they didn't bother picking it up. But you know me, I'm a sucker, I'm a candle addict, here we are. Yeah, and you know, it was a nice enough fragrance. I love a vanilla fragrance. It was nice enough, but it was just not strong. I don't feel like I don't think that I smelled it until I put it into a small space in a hurricane. I didn't smell it at all in a more open area. I don't even think I bothered trying to get to smell it in a medium space. It immediately went into a smaller space in a hurricane, and I think that at that point maybe I was getting like a 3 or a 4, maybe a 4.5 out of it. I had a couple mid-range burns where it was a really deep wax pool. Maybe it got to about a 4.5. I could like, if I were to, you know, go into the room after the door had been shut a little bit, I could smell it. But I mean, if you guys want a good bubblegum candle, head over to the Goose Creek website and pick up their pink bubblegum. I'm just saying, this isn't even available anymore. I thought I'd review it anyways. Once I do finish off this candle, I'll be doing a review of it as well. I am starting to get a little bit sooty and murky here at the halfway point, but it's been doing really well up until then. This is like an 8 for strength and throw. So even though you can't buy this one anymore, don't. If you really got a hankering for you know, pink bubblegum candle, I would recommend checking out Goose Creek. I'll have a full review up of that candle when I am finished burning it. As far as like technical performance goes, it burned all right, all the way down to the bottom till I could see the wick nickels. once I could see the wick nickels, the wax did start to get a little bit swirly and sooty, as you can see there. And so I just called it a day. There really wasn't much left. I don't have any real complaints about how it burned. It had like thin, sort of flat, curly wicks on it, which I thought was interesting. And those candles tend to burn quite nicely and cleanly and all the way down to the bottom. So what a shame it was unscented. What can you say? That's all I have for you folks today, and thank you so much for joining me. If you could leave me a like, a comment, a subscription, that would really mean the world to me. And until next time, my candle-loving friends, let's burn some candles and bitch about it. Thanks, folks. Bye-bye.